everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I have something a little bit different, and this is going to mark the start of a new series that I'm going to do, which is going to be making a charm version of my favourite squishies. So as you can see in this video, this is going to be the charm version of the pink pop sheep, which is by Zoo. This is actually a cheaper version of it from Banggood, I do believe, and to be honest, I just like this one. It looks pretty similar to the original, so yeah, I will give it a little squish for you right now so that, you know, I don't get the comments saying, how can you hold it and not squish it? So I will be sure to squish the squishy at the start of the video for you also, just not to let you down. So anyway, I'm now going to get started on the tutorial. So in order to make the Zoo sheep, what I did was took a little ball of rose quartz polymer clay, and this is just by the brand FIMO, and it's one of the effects ones, so it comes out kind of like gemstony. And what I did was I made a ball and kind of flattened it out with my finger to make it into a more kind of ovally type square shape. Anyway, what I then did was took little balls of polymer clay, really tiny ones, and squished them between my thumb and index finger, and then I just popped them all over that original shape. I ended up covering the whole entire thing with these little balls and then just shaping it down so that they kind of compressed a little bit together. Next, taking another ball of that pink polymer clay in the same little tiny one, I just took another tiny little ball of a tan colour and just rolled them together with my index finger on my palm. This then made the little hand which I was able to pop on the front of the pop sheep. I also made another for the other side. Taking a small ball of polymer clay again in that tan colour, I rolled it out into a snake and pressed it down with my thumb and index finger again, and this created a nice little flat oval shape which I was able to add to the front of it to make its little face. What I then did was just wipe this down with a wet wipe, as this removed the fingerprints. I then took a darker brown snake of polymer clay and just rolled it up into a swirl to make the little horn for the side of the sheep's head. I made one of these for the other side also. In order to make the feet a little bit more 3D, I added 2 extra balls of that pink quartz colour and just added it to the bottom of the pop sheep where the feet are. I then took 2 very small balls of black polymer clay and just added these to each of the feet. Next, taking my dotting tool, I made 2 indents where the eyes wanted to be, and then I added 2 small balls of black polymer clay inside of each of these indents. So next, this step is super tricky, well I found it tricky anyway, and I went ahead and made the little mouth using 2 really thin snakes of black polymer clay and just kind of mixing them around a little bit with my dotting tool to kind of make it a little bit curved and then like flick up at the ends. This is exactly why I want to practice my charms and stuff by making these charm videos, as I still find making tiny faces really tricky. Once I had the face fully done, however, I added an eye pin and baked according to the instructions on the packet. Once out and fully cooled down, I took some UV resin and a paintbrush and just glazed the whole entire charm, curing it with my UV light torch. Once the whole charm was fully glazed and set, it was then fully complete. As you can see here, the UV resin has kind of left a really smooth layer on it, so it looks textured, but it isn't, and it's like the most magical thing. I just love it so much. I love the rose quartz FIMO clay so much, it's definitely my favourite. Now I have got a little kind of smudge here on the black, which was a little bit disappointing, but I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I just love this squishy so much and I love the charm a little tiny bit more because I made it. So I hope you like the idea of this new series. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye!